Good morning, people and peepettes. Happy Wednesday. I'm still in that middle stage where I don't know what I'm doing. Hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's good. And I hope you keep them warm because, as I'm knowing at the moment, it's chuffing cold. This is just a little personal rant. I'm going to start by saying I'm presuming that New Year's Eve, somebody turns around and says, well, it can't get any worse. Because, trust me, 2 weeks in to the month, and it's only gone from bad to worse for me. And my new year doesn't even start until, last year ends tomorrow on the 15th, and my new year starts on the 16th, which I've explained in videos, and I'll probably explain again in another one. So, whereas the SH1T hit the fan this time, shall we say, obviously, as you can hear and probably see, I am bunged up to hell. I've had everything this last couple of weeks, from hot sweats, cold sweats, shakes and shivers, to blocked up nose, not being able to breathe at night, to streaming nose and almost drowning on myself, croaky voice. I put that down to going to the football on Saturday, but it can't be because it's just gotten worse. Little things like that. Felt very, very isolated. I go out, try to get to the local pub because it's actually a really nice pub where you can actually have a laugh and a joke and nobody's nasty or what is it? You know, it's not cliquey. Everybody in there will talk to you. So I don't even need to have my headphones on when I'm in that one. When I'm in my local, which if you know me will know that's a very rarity. I have to have headphones on even when I'm just walking. Obviously, the only time I don't wear them is when I'm walking the dog because I need to be super alert. So where's things gone wrong apart from the flu? Well, my electric, because this piece of cold, I've been using heaters, so my electric's bleeding money away from me. The dog's gone through all his treats, including his Christmas treats, so I'm buying his stuff. He gets what he needs when he needs it, obviously. And I've been making do until yesterday. Woke up yesterday morning, like I say, full of cold, head flu and everything. Took him for a walk, got him peed and pooped and stuff, then took him for a long walk and got back home about half 11ish. Wait a minute, doggo. And went in the freezer to get him some chicken bits out. And every single drawer in my freezer, compartment of my fridge freezer, was full of water. Everything had defrosted to the point that there was no way I could even cook it off and put it in the freezer, in my spare freezer, cooked, because when you pick the boxes up of things like fish cakes, there was a couple of nice burgers, venison burgers and stuff that I'd stored, there was all sorts of pies and things. When you pick the box up, the box was disintegrated into water, and the pies and the fish cakes was all mushy and whatnot. And I put that down, so I wasted a full freezer full of food. I had to bin it all, stop it. I put that down to having gone in the freezer the night before, which would have been Monday night, wouldn't it? To cook myself some tea after I'd been out, to get some bag of frozen veg out. And I put it down to the fact that I hadn't shut the freezer door properly, and it had just defrosted overnight, and therefore it was my own stupid fault for trying to cook a dinner after having a couple of beers and stuff. Dinner was banging, to be nice, chicken and veg and gravy and roasties, but I put it down to that. So I emptied the freezer out. Fortunately, I had a thought, because I was going to go to Aldi's and buy loads of freezer stuff, put it in, but I have got a spare freezer stuff. So I thought what I'll do is I'll just make sure that the freezer is going to work. So I just put one thing in that was frozen out of my old freezer. Woke up this morning, checked it, no, it had defrosted. So I knew I'd shut the door yesterday, so I went in my fridge just to check on something, and everything in there is warm as fuck. I've had to throw chicken breasts away this morning. So my fridge freezer has gone on the blink. So I'm now going to need to buy at least a fridge. And I think I'm just going to do that, because I can put frozen stuff in my spare freezer. So that's an expense that I could quite easily do without right now, with the amount of heating I'm having to put on. But as I've often said when people talk about this heating or eating situation, it's doable. you just have to live within your means. So instead of me going out, say, and buying 4 cans of Stella, I had to buy 4 cans of the Aldi's version, which is about £3.50 cheaper than proper Stella. So I've got now got to do that, which puts a spanner in the works for me being back at the football, because we've got a game on Saturday at home, and I was hoping to go. I went last Saturday, but it was a stupid quarter to 6 kickoff. So I was hoping to get back into a proper 3 o'clock kickoff game. But now, like I say, I've got to purchase a fridge, fill it up with fridge stuff, and then go through my spare freezer and make sure. So I think Benoit's heard this story all too often from me. Sounds like he's a bit fed up. So yeah, so just a quick thank you to whoever said it couldn't get any worse, because trust me, it has. But that's part and parcel of life, isn't it? We go through trials and tribulations. We go through good times, and we go through bad times. And as I stated, my bad time is tomorrow. So anything's going to go wrong this week, it's going to go wrong until tomorrow, and then hopefully from the 16th, I can give me head a wobble, so to speak. Give myself tidy up. I haven't even been to get my hair cut in God knows how long. Not give me head a wobble, because we don't say that, but get myself sorted, get myself clean, tidy, get the flat back to how it should look and not what it is at the minute, because it's awful. Not that I have anybody coming round, but you know what I mean. It's awful. It's a mess. I've really let it go to pot. I don't even do Christmas, but I'm blaming the Christmas period for it. So yeah, so roll on tomorrow. Get tomorrow out of the way, where I will probably have a couple of drinks for my mum, because tomorrow is the anniversary of my mum's passing. Roll on Friday, and start again. So hope everybody else is doing well. Hope you're all okay. I'm not really a big meanie to everybody. Depends who you believe. But I don't give a monkeys. Anyway, so look after yourselves. It's a pretty much tough time. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, your neighbours, your elders, your relatives, people around your table, people at home playing games on the sofa, people you talk to far away, people over Facebook, social media, and all the other ways of contacting communication. And look after yourself. Like I say, I hope you're all keeping warm where you are. I hope you're all keeping safe and sound. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Stay proud. Stay loud. Peace.